Uganda have won 4 out of 8 against Nigeria. It is the Super Eagles versus the Crane of Uganda. It's gonna be a wonderful match. I'm hoping to just sit back, relax, and enjoy that game. And I know a lot of us also just want to settle in, enjoy the game, no stress, no tension for the Super Eagles. I mean, after all, we're already qualified. It's just a consolation match. It's nothing really serious. But then we are playing with a team that has everything to lose. They have everything to lose if they do not win that match. And so they are coming in to give us a fight of their life because they want to stand a chance of being the best third place in each of the group. Uganda wants to make that mark, and so they'll be coming in with a lot of the energy. They want to prove a point. They want to be able to still reignite the spirit of having a fighting chance into the next round. And so they're not going to make the game easy for the Super Eagles. They're going to spoil everything as best as possible for the Super Eagles, right? Now the thing here is this. Let's look at the both teams, head to head. How far have they been doing? How good have this team been each time they meet together? It will surprise you to know that the Super Eagles and the Cranes of Uganda have met 8 times. 8 times. Now the shocking thing about the Super Eagles and the Cranes of Uganda meeting is that out of the 8 times they have met, surprisingly, Uganda have won 4 out of 8 against Nigeria. 4 out of 8. And so they are coming in as a team that is used to beating the Super Eagles. Let's forget about the current form of the Super Eagles right now. They have a history of defeating the Super Eagles in the African Cup of Nations. And so they are coming in with that extra confidence that, okay, you know what? We have everything to lose, right? If we do not win this game. So they want to come in, win this game, right? And then they want to go ahead and say, hey, we have been beating the Super Eagles. We have the formula. We know how to do this. We have the history of dealing and beating the Super Eagles. So we want to go ahead and beat the Super Eagles, right? They're going to do that. So they've gotten like 4 wins against the Super Eagles, 2 draws, and then just 2 losses. Super Eagles have only won 2 matches against them, drew 2, and then lost 4 against the Ugandans. So the thing here is this. They are going to try to prove this point again. They are going to try to prove it again and again. But then there's a little thing. In more recent time, let's just take, for example, the last 10 games, the last 10 African Cup of Nations games, played by this team. You know that Uganda is not having that, that history in African Cup of Nations. When it comes to the group stages, they do not have good histories. Of course, Nigeria, 3-time African Cup of Nations winners. Uganda, they are the underdogs, right? They are the underdogs. They barely, won